Well, hey there. Welcome to day 18 of our Get Up and Go challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, throwing my exercise ball. Oh, it's so much work. We're going to talk about the A with respect to physical. I call this one AP because we're going to talk about the A in our SOAP framework today, about our physical life, our physical well-being, our everything that's involved in our physical well-being. And I'm doing physical this time as I go through the SOAP framework because I think I've had some challenges during COVID, and I'm blaming COVID and I'm making an excuse, which isn't really valid. But my health has definitely slipped. My results in the area of health have slipped, and I know I need to do something about it. So we talked yesterday and we brainstormed options. I only brainstormed like 18 different options, and the three I shared, which I don't know that I posted it or not, guilty, but personal trainer, get a personal trainer, physical, get a physical, get an absolute, body workup. It's been at least 5 years, probably closer to 10, since I've had a complete and utter systems overhaul or systems review for my body, right? That's the physical, but not just a little, I'm getting a new job physical. I mean, a real, probably naturopathic doctor who will check things like different levels. My sister calling me about Christmas presents. She's Christmas shopping already. She got up early today and went Christmas shopping. And since she knows I don't get out, she likes to say, hey, would this be a good idea? So let's get back on topic without the interruptions. So A stands for action, right? The A stands for action. So the tool we're going to use is one of my all-time favorite tools. And of course, I had a card for it, which got knocked down when my workbook for this challenge got knocked down, but that's fine. It's just plus or minus. It is the tool, and why do I like this tool, and why do I use it, and why do I talk about it at pretty much every challenge or every time I get a chance to help people make decisions more quickly or easily, is because as human beings, we are so inundated with information and all kinds of things and things drawing our attention. We need to have a quick and dirty tool that we just automatically use, like the SOAP framework, to make decisions and choices. It's why I push and talk about frameworks all the time. It's because we have to have those. We have to have habits and systems and processes, which are habits for our own life, in order to function in any area and aspect of our life. If our subconscious didn't manage our breathing and our physical conditions that keep our bodies going, we would not function. We would cease to exist, because we need things to be automatic and run at a subconscious level to continue to improve and grow in the direction that we want to go. So plus or minus, it's my dad taught my sisters and I this when we were very little girls, because he worked in corporate America. He worked for 3M, chemical engineer, worked for 3M his entire life and had businesses on the side. Wonder where I got that. Well, he did that, and he had 4 little girls and my mom. And between the 5 of us, to make a decision, to make a choice, was ridiculous. So I don't know where he learned it or where he decided, but he started teaching us at a young age the plus and minus strategy for making decisions and making choices. And he would, we would actually, as a family, do this sometimes, where we'd decide, where we wanted to go on vacation, or what we wanted to have for dinner, something as small as that, or something as big as where do we want to go on our family vacation this year. And we would sit down and we would do plus or minus. We'd brainstorm some ideas or get some ideas, like our list of 10 yesterday. And then we would look at those ideas and we would do just a plus and a minus for each one of those ideas. So if we were looking at vacation, say we wanted to go to Mount Rushmore or Disney. We never went to Disney as kids. There were too many of us and it was too far away. And or if we wanted to go to the state park, whatever, we would do a little plus or minus guide for each one of those options. Well, I love it because you can do it in your head. You can do it anywhere. You should write it down. I will always advocate for writing things down, but you don't have to write it down. But we'll look at, and today what our activity is going to be, is we're going to look at least the 3 things that we wrote down. And if they're really far-fetched and you have better things on your list that you're actually more likely to take action on, do the plus or minus for them. So if I look at plus or minus for a personal trainer, well, what's a minus of a personal trainer? They're expensive. You have to set aside the time to work with them. COVID-19 is going on and might not even be able to find a personal trainer to work with right now. What are some of the pluses? Well, they have specialized, detailed knowledge. They can target and help me with the specific things I need help with. So those are some of the pluses. What are some of the pluses or minuses of getting a physical workup, a big physical, go to the doctor or some specialists and get some help with, nutrition, weight loss, whatever, make sure everything's operating properly in my systems, in my body, physically. And then, what can I do for a diet? Ooh, I hate the word diet. Anybody else? It's got the word die in it. Who wants to die? None of us. That's why diets don't work, and it's about lifestyle change and habit change, which is really what we're talking about with the SOAP framework. So what are some of the pluses or minuses of getting that workup? Well, I can find out if there's anything physically wrong with me that could be causing me during COVID to not be feeling as energized and healthy as I normally would, right? Remember, I wanted to get back to my 2011 condition, my weight, my energy, my level of physical fitness from 2011. And what's the difference between that and now? And maybe there is a physical thing going on. I still swear I had COVID last Christmas, and that may be impacting how my heart or something else is functioning, and that can cause changes in the way my body processes food and nutrition and movement and exercise and things like that as well. So then, what are some pluses and minuses? Okay, what are my minuses of the doctor? I was trying to smoke right over that and skip that. I have got a huge history of, I've seen literally hundreds and hundreds of doctors in my life. I've had a lot of health challenges from the time I was a little kid to my sudden cardiac arrest in 2010. And since then, I don't hardly ever go to the doctor. I've had an absolute 360 switch in my health and my conditions and my need to go to the doctor. Now I got to go to the cardiologist once a year because they insist on it since I had a sudden cardiac arrest. But for the most part, that is like all the doctoring I do. Now I did have a COVID test a couple days ago, but that was not a doctor. It was a drive-through clinic, and it turned out it was negative. But I'd been around somebody that did test positive. So I don't like going to the doctor. I will just admit it right now. I don't hate it, but I don't like going to doctors, and I don't like finding new doctors. It's a whole process for me. Negative for me about going and getting a nutritional workup. Plus, I don't know anybody or any specialist, so I need to do some research and find out about someone. What's the third thing? Plus or minus on the third thing? Daily exercise. And I put daily exercise for an hour a day. Do something physical on purpose, intentional to move an hour a day. What are the pluses of that? It's easy to do. I can do it right now. I can start right now. I don't have to have any special equipment. because daily exercise means I can go for a walk for an hour a day. At least that's how I define it. So I don't have to have anything extra or special. So I can do it right now. It's super easy. What are some of the downsides? Well, it's winter. It's winter here in Wisconsin. So it's cold as the dickens out. And I have to bundle up like the little boy in, what's the movie where you shoot your eye out for Christmas? I always think of him whenever I'm bundling up to go outside for a walk. But so it's kind of inconvenient, but it's not that hard. I can always ride my exercise bike for an hour, so I really don't have any excuse. But I need to schedule that hour in. I need to make sure that I am making the time for an hour a day to do that. So that would be maybe a negative. So see, it's quick and easy to just do a plus and minus of that. So based on that, if I look at that, what is the fastest, easiest thing I can do? Remember we learned urgent, important, resources, and easy to do last week? Well, I can think about that after I've done the plus and minus, but sometimes the plus and minus is enough to already know which thing I'm going to do. I'm going to obviously do the daily exercise because I can start doing that right now, and I can look into the other things down the road. But I know that if I have to pick one, which is our action item today, pick one thing and actually do it, I can start exercising every day. I can exercise for an hour a day. I can exercise for an hour a day, not 40 minutes, not 35 minutes, an hour, 60 minutes or more a day. So our tool today, plus or minus, because to me, it's the best decision-making tool on the planet. It's the best problem-solving decision-making tool because anybody can do it. Everybody can do it. You can do it anywhere. You don't need anything special. You can do it in your head for the most part, but it does allow you to do a little bit of evaluation of the alternatives, the options that you came up with yesterday in our options list. And it helps you to make a decision fast and easily, right? So today our action item is to pick one thing. Take your three things, or maybe take your whole list from yesterday and just do a quick plus and minus. You can do it in your head. I recommend you do it by writing down, just for the practice of writing it down. Because if you do it a couple of times by actually writing it out, it becomes automatic and you can just use it in your head from then on. Unless it's a big thing, that say you're wanting to decide what to do about your business because of COVID-19 and the impact that it's had on it. That'd be something that I would write down the plus and minuses of, right? If you're deciding whether you're going to continue with your business or not, that is definitely a write down worthy decision and choice. But sometimes, where am I going to go to dinner? What am I going to eat for dinner? You can do a plus or minus in that one in your head. So do one of those today. In the comments below, share one thing. Don't tell us anything about it. Just share one thing, one action that you're going to take and you're going to do today for your physical well-being or whatever area or aspect of your life you're working on. Maybe you're not doing physical. Maybe you're doing relationships or mental or emotional this time. Whatever you're doing, the same tools apply, which is what I love about the tools. They work for any area and aspect of our life, just like the action items work for any area or aspect of our life. And incidentally, the SOAP framework works for absolutely any area or aspect of our life where we find we're faced with a setback, a challenge, an obstacle, an opportunity to make a choice or a decision and make sure we're making the best one for us at the time. All right, any questions? Hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with the P for our physical well-being. Have a great day. Have fun with this. Have fun with the plus and minus. It's a fun, easy decision-making tool, and it always feels good to move in the direction of something that we want. All right, have a great day. Catch you tomorrow.